Hi, this is Janice. I am Unique in Him, and this video is going to be pretty short. If you see my last video, you know why my hair is looking a little wild because I was messing with it. But either way, I just want to talk about my weight loss goals or where I'm at right now as far as my weight loss. I have been very pretty much consistent last week with my exercise. I do have to exercise today, and I will be doing that probably after I eat dinner, maybe an hour and a half after I eat dinner. But um, I did yesterday. I was really busy, which was Saturday. Um, I had a lot going on. I was really tired. I was up like at 7 in the morning or just before 7 because I had a conference call for my Color Me Organized tour. I'm a member, and I knew that I was going to be doing my daughter's hair as well as my hair. We normally try to go and do something on the weekends as a family outing. We were going to go to the movies yesterday, but my husband was barbecuing again. We do like to grill in the summer, and I have to say he has become an excellent man on the grill. So I'm so looking forward to those ribs in a little bit. um, but I basically did the DVD that I got first, not the last DVD. I did that one, the 1 mile brisk walk with the balls, and I have to say that people think, okay, because you do 1 mile, that's hardly nothing, but the Leslie Sanson's Walk at Home with Me or Walk Away the Pounds DVDs. Her DVDs are, oh my goodness, they are fantastic. Even doing the 1 mile walk with the balls, the walk is so intense, it's brisk, um, it's fast, a little fast paced, but it's not too fast where, if you are not in great condition, but you need to stop and, breathe a little bit. But that 1 mile, it really kicks you into gear. And so I just challenge you, to get these DVDs. I mean, uh, they're awesome. I wish I had known about them really 2 to 3 years ago, because I think had I learned about them at the time that I was going through slight depression, it would have really helped me. And I find that working out, it does make me have a better mental state of mind. When I might wake up and I'm tired, or I might have something on my mind that's sort of distracting me. When I put the DVD in and I start working out, within the first minute or two, I already feel better. It's like I feel light, I feel refreshed, and by the time I finish working out, I just feel really great. And I just want to encourage you that should you get the DVDs, or you have the DVDs and you're just starting out, do what you can do. Don't feel like, okay, because today it says to do 3 miles, and maybe you got things going on if you have small children. And when my daughter was small, it was always all about her. So the thing is that get in what you can get in, but get it in, because it's only going to benefit you. It's going to make you feel better. When you begin to, even when I put my clothes on today, I put a dress on that I haven't worn. Um, Really, I didn't wear this fall, and I had actually gained more weight, so I didn't think I was going to be able to get in the dress. But when I put it on, it felt so good to put it on. And so I'm just looking so forward to, 2 months down the line from now, 3 months down the line, 6 months, a year. Um, and set little goals. Set your goals. Yes, I already know that my top goal is to lose 90 to 100 pounds. I know that. However, I'm going to break those down to where I have weekly goals. Like, okay, my goal is to lose at least 3 pounds a week. Some people say, well, 3 pounds, that's a lot. But let me tell you, when I lost the 70 pounds before, there were times I lost 5 pounds a week or 6 pounds a week. So it's like the heavier that a person, or the more weight that you need to lose, when you really become active, um, you will drop so many pounds. Like the Biggest Loser, those people, they go in and they work out, and I don't think it's a week. I think sometimes it's like between 3 and 4 days, but because they work out so hard and intense, and then they're eating proper food combinations. You see those people, they're dropping 21 pounds, 14 pounds, 11 pounds. That's not impossible, but it's the things that you need to do. And one thing that I'm going to start doing is that we have to be realistic with ourselves, and we have to be truthful to ourselves. And I think thanks Sister Rachel Miller, because she said some things yesterday in our morning conference call. And one thing she said, she asked us, she said, she said, first she said, can God trust you? But then she said, can you trust yourself? And so I began to think about, myself and losing weight, because weight has become a struggle for me. Um, and I've missed out on some things because I've allowed my weight to dictate to me what I can do and what I cannot do. So I know that it's going to be up to me to get my mindset in the proper perspective in how I relate with food. And it's not so much, sometimes people think because a person is heavy that they eat all the time. With me, that's not my problem. I don't eat all the time. Matter of fact, sometimes I don't want to eat. And that can be just as bad as eating all the time, because you have to fuel your body and make sure you fuel your body properly in order for your body to be able to sustain the energy that it needs. And so, you know, I had mentioned on one of my videos where I was saying when I had lost the 70 pounds and I was coming in exercising, I changed my eating. No one told me about eating. As a matter of fact, I really didn't think about it. It was just that, when my body would say, okay, sometimes it would come in my mind, Janice, go eat a salad. I'll eat a salad, or get more green vegetables. I'll eat green vegetables or eat chicken. Now I'm gonna tell you, one time I ate chicken so much I didn't even want to see chicken anymore. But it was something that I knew that I could prepare different ways and still get the benefits out of it. Also, I used to be, before I met my husband, I was a dark meat person. I like the thighs and the drumsticks. My husband, he's a breast person. He likes the white meat. His whole family likes the white meat. And I used to struggle because white meat to me was dry, and it took me forever to chew it. And if I have to chew something for a long time, I don't want it. But I had to learn that, I have to stop eating fast, but I have to start, whenever I eat food now, I try to taste what I'm eating. And I take my time and I make sure that I chew it. The other thing is me getting the proper amount of sleep. Now, I mentioned that I have sleep apnea, and personally, I'm one person, I don't really like to sleep. That may sound funny, but I don't. I like to get up early. I will sit up late, but yet I'll still get up early. But as I'm aging, it's like I'm finding that I need to get proper rest. As you see, my eyes look tired because I am a little tired. So my goal tonight is to, there are some TV programs I'm not going to be able to watch, but at a certain time, I'm going to turn the TV off. I'm going to spend time in my word. I'm going to say my prayers, and then I'm going to go to bed because I know at 5 o'clock in the morning, I need to be up before 5 so that I can be on my prayer line to pray from 5 to 6. And so I want to be at my peak at that time. So that means I need to start getting at least 8 hours. The most I will try to do is 8 hours. If I can do 9, it's great, but I'm gonna go with 8 for now. The least will be 7 hours instead of the normal 4 to 6 hours that I get. So it's all about being disciplined and being consistent. So that is my goal, is to today sit down, write out my schedule for the week, whatever I cannot do within that schedule, I will just put it on for the next day to do. Um, but it's just basically getting your life organized so that you can prepare yourself. And the one thing I'm finding that when I become organized in one area, it begins to spill over in other areas. So, and it's the same thing when I'm disorganized in one area, it starts to spill over in other areas. So now I'm getting the mindset back, the same mindset that God had given me when I was in the military. And one of the mottos that we had when I was in the Air Force is to fly high, that, to be the best that you can be. And so I strive to be the best that I can be when I was in the Air Force. So now I'm in God's army. I call myself a Christian, uh, uh, saint on fire for Jesus. So now I want to be the best that I could be for Him, and that's in my physical, my mental, and my spiritual life. Not necessarily in that order, but it's like if one area is off, then most of the time that area is going to affect the rest of the areas in your life. So for me right now, it's my health and making sure that I'm eating properly, that I'm drinking half my body weight in water, that I'm exercising, and that I'm getting proper sleep, as well as making sure that I get whatever supplements that I might need until my body begins to do the things that how God created it to be. So basically, that's it. It's a little bit longer than I intended it to be, but that is basically it. Just wanted to mention that if any of you are interested in joining me on prayer, it's with Sister Rachel Miller from Color Me Organized tour, colormeorganizedtour.com. The number is area code 712-451-6150, and the access code is 892162#. Now, I do want to say that if you're not used to being on a prayer call, I do understand, and also I had to learn to how there's a saying in the Christian community is that basically pour the dirty water out without, throwing the baby out. So, there may be things that you might not understand initially, but just stick with it. One thing that I found out in my life is consistency is the key. And if you're consistent, it will pay off. I know now for me, prayer is ultimate, and it's been paying off not only in my life but my husband's life, my daughter's life, and I'm just, I just want to say that, you know, I enjoy my life. I'm happy. I look forward to getting up every day. I look forward to exercising. I look forward to whatever opportunities God have, whether, you know, it could be a difficult situation. However, when you have the right um, mindset or frame of mind, God will show you how to easily turn what may appear to be a negative situation into something that's going to benefit you and work out for your good. And not only for you, but for the other people or other person involved. So just, you know, be encouraged and know that, you know, we didn't gain weight overnight, so we're not going to lose all of it overnight. Don't beat yourself up. If you eat something that you know you shouldn't have, then, you know, just, you know, the next day, just really pray and ask God, Lord, you know, strengthen me in this area. Because I know I'm getting ready to do Rachel Miller. She has a 21-day challenge book, and there's some things that we need to do, like, you know, eat your fruit and vegetables, your daily amount of fruit, your vegetables, drinking water, trying to stay away from sodas and all that other stuff, but drink water. Try to stay away from sweets. I might give myself a little small treat, you know, like maybe on the weekends or something like that. But my goal this time is to really maximize that 21-day challenge. And what I'll try to do, I don't know if I'll do it today, but I will come back with that book. You can order that book from her as well if you go to www.colormeorganizedtour.com, and it's all one word. And go on, and you will see her bookstore, and she has that book in there. I think it's like maybe $15 for the book, but it's very good. And it has something for you to do 21 days. And I'm telling you, that book has really brought order in my life, and my husband is happier, I'm happier, my daughter is happier. And so it really benefits. And when you're a happy, peaceful, joyful, loving person, guess what? That spills over into other people's lives where they want to be around you. They want to have what you have. And I think about there's uh, man of God. He's going to be with the Lord Smith Wigglesworth. He was saying in one of his books that God used him, you know, God did use Smith Wigglesworth mightily. He was a plumber. And he had this friend that was a very wealthy friend. And they were walking through the park one day, and his friend was saying, you know, I would give all the money that I have in the world to have the peace that you have. And, you know, sometimes we can have everything in the world, but if we don't have peace in our lives, you know, it just doesn't matter. So I'm going to leave it with that. And I will come back probably this week. Again, I try to do videos just to, you know, encourage and help other people too. But I'm finding that my schedule is starting to get a little tight because I am volunteering more at my daughter's school or trying to make myself available to do some things. I'm also looking at a home-based business too. So um, if I can get a video or two in during the week, I will. But if not, you know, it might be a few days, it might be a week in between. But I will do my best to get as many as I can, and just to keep you informed of what's going on. But I've already know me. I'm one of those people that when I make up my mind, and my husband says, when you make up your mind to do something, everybody just needs to move out of the way, because come hell or high water, you're going to do what you said you're going to do. And that's just the kind of person that I am. So if you want to, you know, join along with me in this challenge. I would love to have you join me in this weight challenge. You know, you may only have 10 or 15 pounds, but still, you can be an inspiration and encouragement to me and to others. So with that, I will talk to you later. Be blessed and walk in all the favor and the goodness of God for you and yours. And I will talk to you later. Peace.